How satisfying is that?
It's pretty satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
Okay.
That comes off on video. How's fucking... Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? That's not a scroll and tap.
What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna open it and find out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit. Go for it.
So welcome to the Tokyo Fresh podcast. We'll keep all that in. It's great. Whatever.
What the fuck?
Okay. All right.
No, that's how it opens.
Okay, fine. So, welcome back. It's another week. Jordan's gonna explode something in my goddamn room.
Probably, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me... I don't know how this opens from here.
Go to my sink.
No, I've got this far. I don't want to stand up again. I think I need something to jimmy this. I wish I had my keys on me.
Oh.
Oh, wait, I got it. Woo! So it made a...
Yep.
It freaked me out. But it's not carbonated.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, I mean, there's air pressure.
I've not read the label.
I bet that is like the most satisfying pop sound on the microphone.
That was so terrifying.
It'll be great.
So, I had I'll tell you, long story short, we'll go through what I'm opening. So I've got a bottle of Nihonshu, a pretty big one. So what happened was, we're at a meeting at my work. And then for those who follow me on Instagram, probably saw my Instagram this morning, which is basically covered in Nihonshu. So we're at a meeting at work. And then my boss just says, okay, so someone needs to go to a Nihonshu event. And I heard the words go to a. So I'm like, ooh, we're going somewhere? There's Nihonshu, or sake, if you guys, it's actually called, yeah, or sake as you know it. And I'm like, yo, hell yeah, Nihonshu?
And it's free?
And it's free? Come on, son. I'm like, what I gotta do? She's like, oh, write like 300, 500 words on Nihonshu. On this event. That's it.
It's like a junior high book report for a chapter.
I'll wreck this. I was like, listen, you had me at Nihonshu. Let's go. Where's the event? When's it taking place? What time? And they're like, it's an online event.
Jordan's house today, 3 p.m.
Literally. But when they said like online event, I'm like, fuck. Because like, there are two types of online Zoom events. There's the type that's basically like a seminar. Mm-hmm. So you sit around and everyone goes, look, this is where the Nihonshu is made. These are pictures of Nihonshu. This is rice. Right. Wow. It makes it. And you're listening to a lecture, basically. Yeah. You don't get anything out of it. Well, you get information. You don't get to drink. But this Nihonshu thing, I'll set the stage. It's a couple of days ago. In my house, there's a knock on the door. Whew. Now, I knew there was Nihonshu to be delivered to my house. So I was ready for the Nihonshu package. I thought a little box. There's going to be 6 different taster things.
It's just like the small like Nihonshu things, exactly. Right? You can buy it like a liquor store or whatever. Yeah.
The little ones that have like 1 or 2 cups out of them, and then it's done. Maybe 3.
I think you're getting slightly more than 1 to 3 cups out of this thing.
Okay, the box came. The man handed it to me, and I thought to myself, this can't be Nihonshu. This box is fucking huge. It's massive. I open it up. Lo and behold, it's full of Nihonshu. 4 bottles of Nihonshu. 6 of them, almost a liter apiece. I'm looking at all this. The Nihonshu was like shoved into the base of my fridge because my fridge didn't have the space.
Right.
And I don't have the fridge capacity to hold all this alcohol. I mean,
oh god, fuck! No one in Japan has the fridge space to have 6 bottles of Nihonshu, like full size bottles.
Has this? But see, how satisfying is that sound? By the way,
that is a pretty good sound.
Can we do that on mic? I wonder if this works.
Yes,
let's see. Let's everyone.
Oh, it definitely picks up.
Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh my gosh.
Well, we'll see what it's like going into my body.
Honestly, yeah. So, can I just seal this back up again? Fuck yeah, dude.
You say as you tap the top and the entire bottle shatters. Just puts a shard through your hand.
Fucking explodes. But yeah, so this giant thing in Nihonshu comes to my house. I open it up, there's like 6 bottles inside. And I'm like, this is insane. Who the fuck do I drink this with? Like, right. So the event was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Which is the first issue because I wake up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I basically rolled out of bed at like midday, and I'm like, I've got this event in 2 hours. I am not ready for this event. I need coffee. I'm not dressed. My hair's a mess. So I had to get up, get like zhuzhed up. Mm-hmm. So
for an online event in your own house.
So I thought this event was going to be like sitting down in front of a camera, and we're gonna drink together and whatever. And we did basically do that, but I'm not on camera. It's basically a seminar. It was fucking fun. This Nihonshu smells really good. Oh my god. Fuck me and the mum. David, you go.
So I'm not a fan of Nihonshu, so I figured this is gonna destroy me. I don't know. It's high quality Nihonshu. So here's the problem, right?
Go on, tell me.
Much like other alcohol, high quality stuff is good, like really good. It's smooth. It's nice. Whereas low quality stuff is like drinking paint thinner.
Man, I love me some paint thinner, David. Listen, call me fucking. What's the artist's name? Michelangelo.
Michelangelo?
What's the?
Did he drink paint thinner?
He's a painter.
I mean, he painted the Sistine Chapel.
Yes,
but,
he did. And you know he was having something painting that chapel.
Right. Well, I mean, he painted a dude touching God, so he must have been high.
Man, what
or something.
This Nihonshu is slightly carbonated.
Is it?
A little bit.
Oh man, that smells like.
No, David, it's so smooth. Yeah, it's insane how smooth.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Are you a cop?
If you're a cop, you gotta tell me.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
You have to tell me if you're a cop. It's the law. David, I'm not a cop, and also it's very smooth.
Yeah.
What is this? They explained this to me. They explained all 6 bottles, and I was taking notes as they were doing it. How smooth is that?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like Nihonshu at all. Like, negative 10%.
I know you do, yeah. I know you don't, yeah.
That I could drink.
How good is that?
Like, I've had Nihonshu at, like, school events.
Mm. Oh,
It is, like, the cheapest. I wouldn't even clean a paintbrush with that shit.
It's disgusting.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Nihonshu, it's the best. It's the best in the world. I'm like,
yeah.
Man, what the fuck are you drinking that you think this is the best?
God damn.
I'm surprised. I could actually drink this. It's like, honestly, there's not that much taste to it.
Nope.
Which is kind of nice.
I like that a lot.
There's a little bit of that like alcohol taste in kind of the back of my mouth.
Yeah.
And I can feel it's like warm going down.
It's so good.
But that's about it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This thing, so with Nihonshu, for those who are listening, okay, there's 2 types of alcohol, especially with Nihonshu.
The bottle.
Go
take a look at it.
You have like a nomiyasui and nominiki. So nominikui. So nomiyasui is like it's easy to drink. So when you have like nomiyasui Nihonshu, everyone goes, "Wa nomiyasu abuna," which is like, "Oh shit, this shit's easy to drink. We're gonna die." Because the worst Nihonshu isn't the ones that taste like paint thinner. It's the ones that are really smooth and sort of have that very light taste of what would I say, like nothingness, almost like water almost, because those ones have the highest percent. David, that thing is like 16%.
Yeah, I'm reading on the back here, 16% alcohol.
That'll ruin your future. It's already ruined mine.
Here's the weird thing. So I'm not a Japanese pro, but the thing that indicates alcohol content says arukohoru, right? That makes sense. But then the kanji following it is hun for minutes.
Yeah. Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
I bet you it's some of those weird things where like use kaze as fu for style.
But it's oh my gosh.
I bet you it's one of those weird like measuring things.
I wonder if it's okay. So like, yeah. It is. Okay. So it's like hun is like minute, tenth, and then like you have part, segment, share, ratio. So it'll be like it'll still be read as like as hun or bun. So like alcohol bun.
Okay.
And then it'll be like 16%, 13%. What I never thought of that. I just assumed, this probably means like
it's a counter for something, right?
They're counting the alcohol, David. A man sits there in the factory and he counts how much alcohol is in this fucking bottle.
16.
Exactly 16, sir. Next.
Well, there's a lot more ingredients here than I thought there was.
Yeah, dude.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most of them are rice.
Yeah, so rice.
But there's a lot more in here than I thought. What is this brand? Kamokinshu. Produced and bottled by Kanemitsu Shuzo Limited Partnership.
So
it's fancy.
I got 6 bottles, all of that size, and they're
of different stuff.
Yeah, it's all different.
Oh shit!
That's only one. They're all about the same size. This fucking huge ass. But they're all.
Well, you can donate it to my new bar if you wish.
Yo, dude, $100. Like, it was so bad so I had all 6 bottles showing. Oh, did you see the picture?
No, I didn't.
Let me show you. I had all 6 bottles, and I was like, flashing through them like, look guys, I got all this fucking alcohol in my house, basically.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want this photo? I'll send it to you so you can use it as the...
Please do.
As the thing if you want. So I had all these bottles in my house and I'm like, showing everyone, look at all these bottles. I take this photo of my camera and I put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I get these messages like, wow, Jordan, what bar are you at? I'm like, no, this is...
I was gonna mention it looks like a bar.
It's like a bar.
Did you like put it on a your kotatsu table in front of your curtains?
Yep.
Is that exactly where it is?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
so
what I thought.
put it on my kotatsu. I have all these ochoko. So little...
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, you're gonna learn so much fucking Japanese.
Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol
Japanese stuff.
So little like osake cups. They're called ochoko. Once again, ochoko. Because I kept calling it like a sake cup.
Sake cup.
Because that's not what it is. It's ochoko. So I'd be like, chotto chisa osake cup.
Oh my god.
What?
I've just made a revelation.
Go on.
The things that you use to summon people in Neo are called ochoko cups.
You fucking dickheads. Yes, they're sake cups.
I'm like, huh. I'm like, it's so weird that you give people cups. Like, I don't... That's weird. Now it makes sense.
Cups, yeah, it's like a sign of friendship when you share.
Yeah, okay. That makes fucking sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Learn every day.
A ton of alcohol Japanese because I'm what they call an alcoholic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I feel you.
Dave was like, go on. I've heard this story before. No, so unlike David, I love Nihonshu. So there was a really good Nihonshu bar I used to go to and get really fucked up with old people down in Kanagawa. It was literally me and old people. Yeah. Because those are the only people in Kanagawa who liked Nihonshu.
No young people drink Nihonshu.
I know a few.
But by and large, I mean, most young people?
No, they don't.
No one drinks Nihonshu.
I feel like a lot of people who say they like Nihonshu, it's more like, yeah, I can drink it. Like, it's not like, I like it, I will drink it. It's like,
if it's there, I'll drink it.
If it's there, I'll drink kind of thing. What's the... So you've drank Nihonshu before though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how does this one measure compared to... It's pretty good, right?
If I'm going to measure,
yeah,
this is easily the number one.
Nice, look at that.
But by it's not even a comparison, because like I said, this I could drink. Yeah. The other stuff is paint thinner, like literally paint thinner. It burns going in your mouth. It doesn't taste good. Like the aftertaste is just so bad. You know how like, okay, when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
And you take like your first drink of like hard alcohol or beer, and it just has that taste in your mouth of just burning and bad and like rotten fucking food, like that ethanol taste, right? Yeah. Like you just swig some fucking rubbing alcohol. Like, that's the taste of every Nihonshu I've ever had.
Nihonshu is... It was one cup Nihonshus.
Oh, yeah, the glass ones where you just pop the top?
Yeah, there has been one sitting in my fridge since I moved in. Because someone gave it to me, and I don't know who, and I will not put it in my body. Because it's bad. Yeah. It doesn't taste good. Like, I don't want it.
At my old house, my ex-roommate's sister came over. And she like I don't know why she did this. She bought stuff for me. Yeah. And as like, thanks for letting me stay at your house for whenever. Because like sometimes she had to work in like the area. So she'd stay overnight at our house like once a week or something. Yeah, chill. But the first time she came over, she brought Nihonshu. She's like, oh, here, David, like you like Nihonshu. And I just like, she puts it on the table and I look at it and I'm like, 1, this is garbage you bought at a convenience store. 2, it's bad. Like, this Nihonshu is bad and garbage, and I ain't drinking it. It sat in my fridge for probably a year and a half.
As it should.
I'm like, no, I'm not drinking it. I don't know who has it. My roommate might actually have that bottle of Nihonshu, and it's probably still not opened.
No one's gonna... So, when it comes to a Nihonshu, I feel like Nihonshu is like whiskey, in a way. Because whiskey's made from, like, what, grain?
Depends on... Something. Okay, we're going to get technical here. It depends on what you put in.
Yeah. So we'll keep it very, very broad. Yeah. Like, I feel like whiskey and Nihonshu are part of the same sort of family tree.
Yes, kind of, yeah.
You're fermenting...
They're a grain alcohol.
There we go, yeah. It's a grain alcohol. You're like... So when you come to Japan, like, a lot of people want to try, quote...
Sake.
Yeah, sake. Like,
real... Squeaky.
Real Nihonshu. You want to try some real sake. Then... What people do is they go, okay, I'll go to this 7-Eleven, especially for like guys from the UK, because we don't have 7-Eleven in the UK. We don't have convenience stores.
Yeah, so, like, what do you have? Tesco's? Like, what's
Tesco's and Asda and we have like corner stores, but they're just like
mom and pop shops.
Yeah, mom and pop shops. We don't really have a culture of having chain convenience stores. The UK is not big enough for that. I'm surprised Japan has that. Like, you don't need it, but whatever. So they come and they'll go, okay, I want to try some Nihonshu. I'll go to the nearest convenience store or supermarket and I'll just buy
some alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, my boy did that. He bought, those giant fucking 2-liter jugs of like
what's it called?
I don't even...
Not Jinro. I think it's Jinro.
It might be Jinro. Yeah, Jinro. Yeah, Jinro. Like the massive... So it's basically... So if you're in the UK, it's basically the equivalent of like fucking Frosty Jacks, like the cheapest cider we have.
Like super... Yeah, it's like gin. Like mass-produced garbage gin.
Yeah, they produce this shit in bathtubs in Japan.
Yeah.
That is how the stuff's made.
Probably. Dude, 100%. You can buy a 2-liter bottle of this stuff for like 150 yen.
Done. Yeah.
How is that possible? That you could sell
like
a 2-liter amount of alcohol for 150 yen?
Because they're producing it in like the worst conditions.
Right.
Like,
they just don't care.
Someone falls in the bath like full of Nihonshu. They drag him out. They're like, "Oh, boss, what do we do? He's fallen." Special edition.
Right. Exactly. Right. It's like that's
gray.
alcohol. It's alcohol. He's clean. Whatever.
It adds flavor. Come on, alcohol's clean. He's falling in. He's clean. The alcohol itself cleans. We're good, guys. Come on. Special edition. We'll put winter flavor on it. Seasonal taste.
Yeah.
The taste.
Do you know what? That would be like exactly what would happen. It's like, whoops! I accidentally spilled whatever into this vat of alcohol. It's like, let's make it a special edition.
Seasonal taste, limited edition. Like. Man, if you guys
sell it for 250 yen.
Fucking sell it for double the price. It's only out for a short period of time. Fucking get on this. It would work. I'd buy it.
Oh, for sure.
I'd buy it to taste. I'd need to know. What did Tanaka taste like?
Ew.
Sadness and dirty suits is what Tanaka tastes like. Yeah. So
it's the taste of salary, man.
It's like, is that another pay cut?
No bonus this year.
That's me every year. Every year I'm like, so boss, this year bonus, and he's like, no, and I'm like, I thought so. Yum. Drink away my sorrows. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. 7-Eleven trash alcohol. Don't buy that alcohol, basically. So when you come to Japan to try like Nihonshu, buy something a bit more high level. Buy like a high end sake, a high end Nihonshu. Yeah. It is worlds apart. Like the ones with like gold flakes in it and shit for New Year's.
Oh, dude, fuck that crap.
Man,
that is such a... This is like the girl who turns 20 in Japan and she's like, I want to drink alcohol, but I don't know what I want to drink. And then she goes into the alcohol store and she sees the one bottle with like gold flakes and she's like, ooh, it's sparkly. Yeah. Like, that's who they target that shit to. It's so fucking dumb.
Do you know Mio? Mio. The
alcohol.
Delicious. Mio is basically...
I know, like, Mio, the stuff you put in water to make, like, grape drink.
That's good. That's good shit, dude. That's good shit.
But maybe. I might recognize the bottle.
I know Milo, the other stuff you put into chocolate to make
chocolate milk.
Dude, Milo's so good.
They always have like a generic soccer player on it or whatever.
Yes, it's the same in Canada.
Yeah.
It's the same in the UK. It's always like some random soccer player.
It's not even like a famous dude. No. It's just a guy.
It's just fucking Football McKickerson. You're like, how did he get on the fucking Milo box?
Who is this?
So, as a man who watches no soccer.
Zero.
Famously, I have no interest in... What's funny is that I'm really good at it, but I hate it.
I don't like watching soccer either.
Watching it is the worst thing ever. Have you ever gone to a live soccer match?
No.
It's as boring as on TV.
I live in Canada. Where the fuck would they play soccer live?
Canada. I feel like all Canada sports are based around like ice and or snow.
Correct.
I know everything.
Correct.
100 points for Jordan.
You ain't wrong. I've been to many a hockey game.
I'll take Canada sports for 100.
It's either hockey, skiing, or snowshoes.
It's like, name 3 Canada sports. Hockey, skiing, snowshoes? Dang it, that's a sport in Canada.
Yeah, it's cross country, man.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I don't think so. It might be like part of like a triathlon, a winter triathlon thing.
So all my knowledge of like snowy places comes from like old Looney Tune cartoons. So in my mind, like, you got like Bugs Bunny like tying tennis things to his feet. And, like,
snowshoes.
Across. Is that actually what snowshoes look like?
Yeah, yes.
And, guys, Canada isn't real. It's been proven. Canada's fake.
See, the problem is, right, is that in, like, really northern places, the snow will get really fucking deep. Like, sometimes up to, like, your knee, right? And if you're trying to, like, trudge through knee-deep fucking snow, you're going to get tired in like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah. So what you do is you...
2.
Yeah, 2, maybe. Sure. So you just put big fucking tennis rackets on your feet that disperse your weight farther, and then you can walk on top, and there's no problem.
Man, I don't...
They are hard to walk in. I will say that. They're not enjoyable to walk in. It's like, imagine you're riding a horse, so like assume that position, and then try and walk like that.
Ugh.
Because they have to be wide on the inside too, right?
So you're a cowboy.
Kind of, yeah. You walk like a fucking cowboy.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude. I'm ready for that.
At that point, you might as well just wear cross-country skis.
What I would do is that I would look out my window and see it snowing, and then I would
not go outside.
Yeah, I would quit my job and not go outside. I'd be like, hey, boss, can I work from home? And he'd be like, no. You gotta come to the office. I'm like, well, I quit.
Yeah.
What?
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done. I ain't going out no snow.
Yeah.
For who? It's snowing. Nah.
No, I mean, in most cases, most of the sports that Canada gives a fuck about have to deal with snow or ice.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting side note. Speaking about snow and ice and winter sports.
Go on.
You know the Japanese national curling team? The women's Japanese national curling team?
Yeah.
They used to come to my town in the middle of rural fucking Alberta, in the middle of fucking nowhere, to do like winter training camp.
What the fuck? Seriously?
Yes. They stayed at my grandparents' house.
No fucking way.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, once or every year they're at your grandparents'
they
house?
came once. I don't know if they came again, but they came once, stayed at my grandparents' house during winter training camp, and would just train at our local curling rink. And like my dad, my brother, and my grandpa would play against them.
Were they good?
Yeah, of course. The women's professional team, they're all from Sapporo, so they know how to fucking play.
Oh, god damn. Listen, I've learned some things about Sapporo in my one time traveling there.
Yeah.
The women there do not feel the cold.
No, of course not.
They do not feel... I assume as you don't feel the cold.
Nope.
I only sometimes feel the cold. I gotta get a stronger immunity. My cold resistance is not as good as it needs to be. But like, when I was in Sapporo, I saw a woman wearing like the shortest shorts I've ever seen in my entire life. And the image of her is like permanently burned into my mind.
Is there just snow around and she's wearing shorts?
There was more snow than I'd ever seen in my entire life. I went there just to see snow. Because I wanted to see like an insane amount of snow.
Yep.
So I went there.
Sapporo gets crazy snow.
Dude, it was insane. There was a digger on top of a massive pile of snow, digging more snow onto a bigger pile of snow.
Yeah,
and I stood
it's
there
nuts
for like a good 3-4 minutes just watching this happen. And everyone else is like, normal Sapporo day. Look, that digger is on a snow mountain making a bigger snow mountain. Ha ha ha. What a world we live in. Now I'm there like, is no one else going to react to this? Is it just going to be me? Am I the dickhead here?
I think there's like a statistic in Sapporo that I think it's like 150 people die every winter from snow falling off the roof and killing them.
Are you fucking... Sapporo's scary, dude.
Because like unlike Japan, they've built their roofs like you do in like more colder climates because they make sense. So they're all slanted, right?
Yeah.
So all the snow is supposed to fall off.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the way that they built the roof, instead of building it left and right so it falls in between the buildings, this is Japan, they don't give a fuck. All the buildings are touching.
Yeah.
So they built it to the front and back. So the front side falls onto the sidewalk and fucking kills people.
This is so stupid. Why have they done this?
I don't know why. It's very, very strange.
Japan's a weird place. The UK has something similar, but it's for rain.
Yeah.
Because it just rains absorbent amount in the UK. It's so annoying. But yeah, I want to go back to Hokkaido in the springtime. Oh, in the summertime, forgive me. Because apparently summer in Hokkaido is beautiful. It's like...
Yeah, I imagine that it's very similar to where I came from.
Right? Like, not that hot. The breeze is nice.
It'd be like 20. It's relatively warm.
See, David, here's the plan.
Green.
David, you have a driver license, right?
I can get one here, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I need to learn to drive real quick.
Well, see, here in Japan, Canada and Japan have like an agreement that if you have a valid driver's license in Canada, you can go to the DMV in Japan and they will switch your license to a Japanese license.
Okay, so the UK has something similar. Now, here's the issue. I only have one tiny issue I come across.
You don't have a license.
He's got it, folks. That's 1,000 points for David. I don't have a fucking license. I don't know how to drive. But I know how to drive. I I'm not allowed to legally drive.
Right.
Because I don't have a license. So everyone's always like,
Makes sense.
Why don't you just do the test and get a license? I'm like, I don't have the time.
Because the problem is that now that you're in Japan, you're going to have to take the test in Japan.
Japanese, dude.
As basically the exact same way a Japanese person would.
Yeah.
And that's probably a nightmare.
It's pretty long. Like, you're paying about $3,000.
Fuck that.
$3,000?
So
you gotta... I've looked into this, David. So you gotta go to driving school in Japan.
Yeah.
And driving school in Japan costs around $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pay them up front. Here's $3,000. But once you pay the $3,000, just like Japanese university, you will definitely pass.
You will graduate.
Fire come fury, you will graduate.
Here's the weird thing: is that it costs $3,000, right?
Mm.
Consider this.
Go on.
I could fly back to Canada for $2,000, take the test, and then come back, and I've spent less money to get the driver's license.
There we go.
That's fucked up.
That's the rub. Because I know that the UK driving test, there's a provisional test. I should apply for it eventually. Anyway, I will. So it's like £50 to do the provisional license.
The written provisional
applying,
exam,
whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get that out of the way, and then you do the actual test, which is however much that is. You pay that, you're done. Boom, bang, you got a fucking license easy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to like practice driving. You know, parking and shit. You got to take lessons, and I guess I don't know how much lessons cost. That's the issue. So I'm thinking I'm back every year for Christmas anyway. Why don't I 1 year at Christmas just maybe this year
just do the test?
Just fucking learn to drive real swiftly, get it out of the way, get a license, and then come back to the UK, come back to Japan, and then during the summertime we go on a fucking road trip. That's
You know what I've wanted to do? I don't know if I've mentioned this to you.
Go on.
I want to get a motorcycle license.
Ooh.
Buy a cheapish motorcycle, maybe $2,000, $3,000, whatever, and then drive it from Tokyo to. Not Hiroshima. What's the city that's on the Honshu part closest to Kyushu? I can't remember what it's called. Where you would take the ferry from there to Kyushu.
Wait. Kita Kyushu Ehime. Oh my gosh, what is that place called? I'm
blanking on the name because
I've literally taken.
You know what? I have a fucking
train. It's not Fukuoka. It's
no.
Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi? No. It's Yamaguchi. Yeah, it has to be. It's Yamaguchi.
No, there's Kokura. You mean Yamaguchi prefecture?
Prefecture, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Yamaguchi prefecture. No, I'm talking about there's
an actual city?
Yeah.
Do you mean the last
Shinshimanoseki?
There we go. The last big city before you get to Kitakyushu.
Yeah, Shimanoseki. So going from there to Shimanoseki on a motorbike.
Your butt's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, do it over if I have summer vacation, right? If I have summer vacation for a month and a half.
Oh, definitely.
Then yeah, sure, why not?
As a man who's done very similar things, but not on motorbikes, more on overnight buses and trains and such, it is the best.
Yeah.
It is the actual best.
The reason I would want to do it on a motorbike is because then I can just kind of stop wherever I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
It's I want to stop in this town because something looks interesting.
Yeah.
I can just pull over and then there you go.
Dan, you should talk to Dan. Our boy Dan has a motorbike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he always drives from where he lives up to Kanagawa in Tokyo.
Okay.
He goes for mountain paths and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows us these videos and pictures he has, and it's just the most breathtaking shit. It looks amazing.
And I think the reason I want to do it is because I am missing that part of Japan. By not doing car or bike travel.
Yeah.
You just don't see that part of Japan.
Yep.
At all.
Yep.
Because you either fly over it or you zip through it on the bullet train.
Yeah.
And you just don't see it.
This is why when I was, I think one of the first times I was traveling deep into Japan from Tokyo, I was like, okay, I'm going to take the overnight bus and I'm going to ride all the way down, during the day though.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get off all the stops and I'm going to see all the stuff. And then when I go from here to here, I'll take a local train. I'm going to get off all the stops and we'll look around. Sometimes you get off the train and you're like, this town is absolute trash. There's nothing here.
Right, because it's the middle of nowhere.
It's the middle of absolute nowhere and no one lives here. And sometimes you get there and it's pretty fucking... One time I got off... so I'm at this really weird station. I think I was in Okayama. Yeah, like up in the mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
Transferring trains. You're going to walk like 10 minutes from one train to another to transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So you transfer from one, like the big JR station to like the smaller first...
like the local line.
It was like the
whatever.
first, second stop of this line.
Yeah.
There are no staff in the station. No
It just has like a scanner thing.
There was no scanners.
Oh, you just walked off?
There was nowhere to buy a ticket. There was no scanners. There was nothing. So I'm like, what do I do here? So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to chill. So I go to the convenience store, which had no staff people in the convenience store.
Because why would they?
So I walked in. It's like, nothing. Oh, your shower's in. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, there we go. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Grab some stuff. The guy's like in awe for the first like foreigner he's seen in like 50 years. Yeah, 100%. So I grab some like waiting snacks because I'm like, I don't know how long I'm going to be fucking waiting here. I go and wait at the station. I'm there for like 45 minutes for this train to come.
Yeah.
So I'm just like wandering around the station, walking up, like seeing what I can see. Like there's a little mountain I'm climbing up, coming back down again. It was really nice. It was really fun. But train eventually pulls up. I jump on, and the guy's like, ticket. And I'm like, there was literally nowhere to buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, is no one working today? And I'm like, yeah,
There's literally no one there.
There's literally no one there. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, how do I get a ticket? And he's like, no, that's fine. I'm like, so what
the fuck do I do?
Okay. So I just sit on this train. I'm like, so this is a free train ride? I'm like, cool. So I'm thinking, maybe the guy's like, remember where you jumped on?
And then we'll charge you at the exit.
We'll charge you at the exit. It's a normal thing. It happens in Japan all the time. No stress. Getting off the train. And the train guy pulls up. It's me and like 2 Obaten on this train.
Right.
Getting off the train.
Someone going to the city to do like shopping or something.
Literally, dude. Getting off the train. The train driver's like, oh, have a good time in this fucking nowhere station. He's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to visit my friend, she lives up on this mountain. He's like, oh, have fun. We're making small talk. And I'm like, don't you have to drive the train? This is why the train was like 45 minutes late before. Like, my man, drive the fucking train. So I'm like, oh, like how much, where do I pay for this train ride?
For services rendered.
Yeah. And he's like, what? Oh, yeah, no, it's fine, whatever. I'm like, who's paying? How does this work?
I mean, I imagine here's the reason why, right?
Yeah.
So I imagine that there's so few people who ride this train that the ticket fare that they would make literally means nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Because they would have to drive the train anyway. It's like airplanes, right?
Yeah.
The airplane has to go whether there's people on the airplane or not.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's only 5 people on the airplane, you have to take them somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So if there's only one guy waiting at the station, it's like, who gives a shit if he paid his 150 yen? It's going to cost me probably like 150,000 yen to drive the train in between the stations, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, he's getting paid by the rail company to drive the train, and they don't care how much money they make.
Don't give a shit.
Because I bet you that like those lines are probably subsidized by the government or the bigger company in Tokyo. I imagine if they're a JR line, the money that they make from 50 billion people going to Shibuya every day probably pays for that $150 that it costs to go take the train.
You are correct. There are certain lines that I read have to be in service because there is no other way to get from like A to B.
Right. You would literally be stranded.
Yeah. So the train. So your house is bigger than the train.
Oh, is it like a single car?
Single car train. I think.
Fucking neat. Dude, that's cool.
It was so good. I have so many photos of it. Oh, one of my students. This is years ago when I was like teaching in elementary school. So this student was talking about how much he's like a denso otaku. He loves trains. He's like, oh, trains are the best. He has this train book. He was sitting around like looking at trains, whatever. His kid says to me, oh, there's one train in like Okayama. I really want to ride one day. It's like this tiny 1-car train. It's like one of the last ones of this type of
train. Blah,
blah, blah. Japanese I don't understand about trains, basically. And I'm like, in Okayama? He's like, yeah. I'm like, where does it go? And he's like, between here and here. And I'm like, oh, I rode that train. This kid looks at me like I'm God. He's like, no, you rode the train? I'm like, yeah, I rode it like a couple years ago. And he's like, how was it? Like,
Yeah.
Like, how was... Cause I don't know what he wants to hear from me about this
How
train.
was it?
Like,
It's a train?
yeah, literally, because I don't know what's going on. He's like, how was it? And I was like, it was fine. I didn't have to pay, you know? He said, do you have photos? Do you have this? And I'm like, I guess. And he's like, can I have them? And I'm like...
No.
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh, I printed them off and gave them. I was like,
right, yeah, exactly. I can't give you my phone.
You can have some old photos from like, what, 7 years ago? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, here you go. So I printed out these photos and gave it to him, and his dad was really thankful as well. His dad was like, he's been begging me to go and get this fucking train for months now, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Okayama to ride this fucking train, because apparently the dad does not care about trains, only the son does.
I mean, yeah, that seems to be like a reoccurring theme.
It was so funny.
A lot of the time.
We were like, it was like sports day.
Uh-huh.
The dad was like, those photos really have stopped my son begging me to go to Okayama. Thank you. You saved me much time. You've saved me a lot of money that I would never see again, taking my son to see a fucking train in the middle of Okayama.
Yeah.
Bless his
God, man. I wish I was that passionate about something.
Fuck. Yeah.
But like, man, I couldn't be asked to be like, oh man, I love this thing. There's like one of it and I need to go.
I need to go and see it. Like, I think I've never been that passionate about anything.
Yeah.
My whole life. Like, to the extent...
It makes me jealous. I'm kind of like, I wish I was.
I'm actually jealous. Like, maybe when I was younger, you had some weird, like I really loved manga when I was younger. Collected that shit like crazy, dude. I have a nice collection in the UK of like just manga.
Right.
But then again, in saying that, I've not been like, I need this manga because it's like the only one and it's been dubbed in English and I know the history.
Right, exactly. You're not the person who's like searching out a rare item from whatever hobby they have.
Speaking of which, I have one collection of it's like this Flames of Rika. It's like a really old manga.
Oh, Flames of Rika.
I got it.
Oh, really?
I got the whole thing in English. Apparently, like, they stopped printing it years ago.
I'm not surprised. I don't think Flames of Rika... I didn't even know it had an English version.
Right? It's fucking sick.
Huh.
So I was in the UK one day. I'm in a bookstore. It's like an anime place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, it's fucking ninjas and it's like a guy with powers. Sounds sick. I'll get it. Why not? So I grabbed like the first like 3 issues from there and I start reading through them. Like, it's pretty good. I'll collect this. This looks like fun. So I start like collecting all the books. Mm-hmm. And I can't find like, I'm like, where's issue 17? Where's issue 18? Why can't I find these issues anywhere? I'm like, they're nowhere.
That's the fucking worst.
There we go. So I'm searching everywhere for these fucking issues. I cannot find them. Amazon's like, nah, man. This place like, nah, man. I'm going for like books and books. Finally, I find like bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
And I managed to get the entire collection. I think Tyrone actually got me issue like 30, the last two, like 32 and 33. I think Tyrone like smashed them for me from like Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Absolute babe. So I got the entire fucking collection. And it's only after I had the whole collection, and I'm like, I did it, got the whole collection.
That you realize there's 30 more volumes.
Oh, I'd kill myself. I'd kill myself. I swear. No, I got the whole thing, and then like I'm looking online, like I got the whole collection. I'm looking on like Amazon and shit, and it's like, oh, whole collection on sale for like $200-$300. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I paid like a couple quid per issue.
Right.
I've accidentally got collector's items. Yay, well done, kind of thing. Like, it was sick.
Yeah, especially stuff like that. If it goes out of print,
yeah, it's done.
I think like. It's weird because I assume the UK is much like Canada, and then there's not that like a secondhand market, right? No. So like here, if I want to go buy every issue of One Piece, boom, I go to any book off and I can get 1 to like 67.
Done.
Sometimes they're even put in a package deal for me, and it's no problem, right? But like to find all the issues of One Piece like in Canada. He's like, you'd have to go to a bookstore, then they'd have to have that exact issue. If they don't have that exact issue, who knows if it's going to show up again? It's literally fucking impossible.
Yeah. You go to an Amazon, maybe Amazon has it, but maybe not. Like,
and then Amazon is so hit and miss because 90% of the time, those things are like being resold by other sellers.
Yeah.
So it's like, does random Joe Blow in fucking like Alabama have, manga volume 20 of One Piece in English?
Or is he gonna fuck me over and have some random one that he's like sun colored in or some bullshit?
Yeah, sends me rocks in a box, like, who fucking knows?
Classic fucking Joe from Alabama.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
Manga was fun to collect for a while. Like, we used to, because like, I grew up with Tyrone, so we used to like trade manga.
Okay, yeah,
so just like, he had a Kyo or something, a really good samurai one. So
Samurai Deeper Kyo.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, fucking dude, that's a good ass. Yo, he knows. Yo,
I'm showing my fucking power level right now.
it's a fucking banger. It's so good. I always used to sit in class like reading, and all I would do is sit in like the morning assembly, whatever, and just read. There was one. Okay, so we had these assemblies.
Yeah.
And I think I was in year 10, I want to say. Yeah, probably year 10. Because my teacher, yeah, that's year 10. And it was at that stage where I had reached peak level hating everyone. So I was like, I hate everyone in the school. I hate, y'all need to go away. I don't want to, literally, it was like, I don't want to be here. I just want to finish this fucking, like, I'm done.
Yep.
I want to finish these years and I want to go about my life. Like, I realized that nothing at this level matters. No award I get at this level matters. Like, no certificate I get at this stage matters. In 10 years, no one's going to be like, hey, in secondary school, did you get the fucking 100% attendance award? No one gives a fucking shit. And I realized that very early on. I was like, no one's going to care about this shit in 2 years. The achievements here are only good for getting to the next stage. And even then, all they care about is, do you have A's and B's in the shit you're meant to study? No one gives a fucking shit about the Jack Petchy Award or some bullshit. No one gives a fucking shit about some award the school has made, you know? So in my assembly, it sets the scene of how I was feeling at this time. So in my assembly, and they're giving some award about, I don't remember, whatever it was, a Student Greatness Award, some bullshit.
Sure, okay.
I'm sitting down, and my thing was like, I don't care, I'm reading. So I'm reading Naruto, you know, I think that's the manga I had at the time, or Flames of Rika, one of the two. So I'm flicking through, it's getting really good, but the fucking headmaster's like running his mouth about some kid and how fucking great this kid and he's done all this amazing shit and he's achieved all this nonsense. I'm just there like, this motherfucker needs to shut the fuck up so I can like focus on the manga and go. And the winner of the award is Jordan Green. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's me, isn't it? Fuck. So I get up. I'm still not happy. Like I'm still pissed. I don't want this award. I wonder who remembers this because it was fucking lit. I put the book down. I get up. And I'm not like smiling. I'm not happy. I'm not like, oh my god. I get up. I'm like this the entire time. I walk all the way around. I'm still like this. Dead face. I'm off the stage. Get to the guy. There's a picture being taken. As I shake his hand, I turn to the camera. Big smile for the camera. I'm like, oh my god, thanks. Oh my god, this is the greatest. Shake his hand. 2 steps on. I'm back again. I don't care. I go all the way back to my seat. I sit down. I put like the certificate that gives my teacher. Straight back to manga. Straight back to manga again. And I remember it was that stage that like solidified me in year 10 as a guy who does not want to be here. Like he does not care. That was my whole thing. That was my saga.
You know what? It's funny. At least when I was in school, right? Because when I was in school, manga and anime was not. It was like not popular, right? Like you were a fucking nerd.
Yo, we were nerds. Same seas. Don't worry about it.
So, but here's the thing: it's like I was like fucking Goku. I was hiding my power level until someone shows up and I need to go Super Saiyan, right?
My dude.
So I was hanging out with the kids who were like, you know, they were cool-ish, like the quote unquote cool group. But I was a fucking nerd, right?
Nice.
So I remember. Like, as I was growing up, I would talk about Japan because, like, I was interested in it and my cousin lived in Japan or whatever. But then after a while, I would just stop talking about it because I didn't really have anything else to say, to be honest. But for whatever reason, and I don't know if this happened to you because I assume at the same time you were probably interested in Japan in some capacity, right? Yeah. People would just keep bringing up Japan to me. And I'm like, what? And they're like, David always talks about Japan. I'm like, no, I don't.
It's been so long.
You bring it up every single time and then expect me to talk about it. God. I'm just like, no, I don't talk about it because you don't care, so why would I talk about it?
Yeah.
And it happened all the time. And I specifically remember, like, after I graduated high school, and I was at my friend's playing, like, we were playing, like, poker or something.
Yeah.
And my friend's older brother just brings up this shit about Japan. Just talking about this shit about Japan. He's like, and he just turns to me and he's like talking to everyone else. And he turns to me and he goes, "Isn't that right, David?" I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me? Like,
why am I the Japan guy?
Yeah,
like, fuck.
That shit happened all the time. And that is exactly the reason why I never like wanted to talk about, oh, I'm interested in Japan, I'm interested in like the language or like anime or whatever. But for some reason, I talked about it like 1 time, 2 times, and then it just never ended.
That's it. 1 or 2 times is enough to get you pegged, dude. Now you're a Japan guy. We had a collective, so it was in year 9 was when we all sort of started getting into like watching anime and like reading manga and stuff. Probably before that. Yeah. I think it was my friend Volcan, actually. He brought in like Dot Hack, like some manga.
Oh yeah, Dot Hack.
And I was like, oh, this is what the fuck is this kind of thing? I was like, what is this shit? And he's like, oh, it's like some Japanese comic. And I'm like, oh, let me give it a little flick for it. I was like, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Cool. Noise. Then like in a series of like just non-connected events, like I just ended up with manga of my own. I think from my aunt who also liked manga, and I had no idea she did. And I was like, oh, these fucking comics are pretty good. Like, you know, these are pretty good stuff. It was around this time like Naruto came out, and I'm like, yo, Naruto's pretty fucking good. I think I'll watch this too. Then like that stopped, and I was like, well, I kind of want to watch the rest of this program. How do I do that? And at that time, streaming services started getting really popular online. Oh,
dude, yes, okay.
So we could just stream shit. So I was like, why is all this stuff in fucking Japanese? What the fuck's going on here? And then my friend's like, oh yeah, this is all like, all these shows are Japanese. And I'm like, oh shit, Naruto's Japanese? I didn't know that. I was like, oh, let me watch some Dragon Ball Z. What the fuck is it? Dragon Ball Z's Japanese? I didn't fucking know that.
Dude, like, okay, I want to talk about this.
Go on.
When you were a kid,
go on.
Did you realize when you grew up as an adult, 90% of the stuff you watched on TV was Japanese?
There we go. I thought Gundam Wing, fucking Gundam Wing, One Piece, like Inuyasha. This is just like Bleach. This is Japanese shows.
It was weird,
I thought
right?
They were American. I thought these like American shows that like, what the fuck?
So here's the thing. I knew they were Japanese.
I didn't know.
But I didn't realize how much television I watched was literally just from Japan. Like, I watched Sailor Moon, I watched Dragon Ball, I watched Gundam, Inuyasha, all this shit. And then later in my life, when I'm like 20 and I'm like about to move to Japan, I'm like, man, I watched a lot of Japanese TV without even knowing that it was Japanese TV.
Japan sold so many licenses to shit, like companies did.
Oh yeah.
When the bubble burst, they were like, we can't afford to keep all these properties. We gotta sell some. So they just started hawking stuff off to like different international companies to
Oh man, you want to hear a story about that?
Oh,
go look at Macross and Robotech.
Boy,
that is the bubble burst lawsuit fuck up story. Oh man, fuck TDK.
Man, I am all about it. I can't. So I think one of the ones that Cardcaptor Sakura, man,
also a great show.
Fucking show, fuck me. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people from our generation like has a weird innate interest in Japan just because we grew up with those shows.
Right.
Like Studio Ghibli as well. A lot of that stuff's like coming over to the UK when we were younger too. So
well, it's weird. Have you noticed now that like a lot of people online or like our age, they're like having that nostalgia about stuff like Sailor Moon or about shit like that. I see that all the time. Like there's like that 80s faux aesthetic plus 90s anime, which is weird because they didn't happen at the same time. Yeah,
there's a lot of it, especially if you look into the art style of a lot of new stuff that's come out, like on Cartoon Network, like from the new generation of animators, like Western animators. A lot of it is influenced by anime, like Gumball
for sure,
and stuff. Like tons of that stuff is influenced by anime. Like you look at also program called Adventure Time. What's the other one I really like? Regular Show. Like they have a lot of like hand drawn like anime influences. Yeah, it's really fucking interesting.
Well, I mean, you can just look at something like Avatar.
Oh, I just finished watching it. Again,
Avatar is a fucking anime, and no one's gonna tell me differently.
I will fight anyone tell me differently. Come to Japan, I will fight you. Meet me outside the big Godzilla in Shinjuku, and we'll fight to the death. And then we'll get Gyoza. He'll be fucking sick. Now, Avatar's great.
Honestly, I would. Here's like a weird thought experiment. Go on. Right? Imagine you've never seen Avatar, right?
Yeah.
And I know that Avatar's on Netflix in Japan.
It is.
Imagine if you showed Avatar to a person who had never seen it and said, this is a Japanese anime, and showed them the Japanese version. If they would be like, yeah, okay. Would they just accept that as fact?
Oh, we need people to test it.
That's See, the problem is, anyone we know in Japan already knows.
Already fucking knows, yeah, that's the issue. Do you know what? I think, yeah,
You
100%.
would probably,
Yeah.
if you showed it to someone who had never seen it before and said, this is Japanese anime, they'd be like, okay. And like there would be an implicit just, yes.
I'm actually generally thinking, like, if someone showed me this, like, Avatar,
Yep.
the Japanese version, we're like, look, this is Japanese anime, I'd be like, I
Mhm.
believe you.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe you. Yep, makes sense. Man, how good is Avatar, David?
Fucking great. I haven't watched it since I was probably in high school, maybe. Or whenever the first run was.
I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch Avatar again while I'm doing whatever. Just gonna watch like probably season 1 because I like season 1. It has some really good jokes in it, and then I'm gonna leave it, and then I'm gonna go about my business. I have things to do with my life.
7 hours later, you're on season 3.
I watched every single episode. I was lying in my bed, and it was 4:00 in the morning, and I was on like season 2, episode 4, and I looked at the time, and I looked at the episode I was on, and I clicked play next episode, and I felt no shame. I was like,
Avatar's fucking good.
This is what Aang would have wanted. I
Right.
can't leave it here. I can't stop now.
What happens to the cabbages?
What happened? The best fucking. So the best quote. You know what? I think it's the last season, and they're in. No spoilers for anyone who's not seen Avatar, but
I mean, Avatar's for like almost 10 years old
yeah,
now.
it's true. So this is the last season, and they're doing the recap play.
Oh, in the Fire Nation or whatever? Yeah.
The Fire Nation, and they were like, the playwright went around and spoke to all these people, and there's one line which always got me, and it's like, and one very informative cabbage guy, and I'm like, yes, one very informative seller of cabbages, and I'm like, dude, this guy is the best. The My Cabbages joke is one of the fucking funniest running gags.
Man just can't get a break.
Man cannot get a fucking break. He's my cabbages, dude. It's so good.
The fucking episode. I forget what happens in the episode.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone's like Aang like did something cool. I don't remember what the context was. Like everyone's cheering, and then there's the one guy who just like starts foaming at the mouth.
Oh,
and he's just, like,
it's
yelling.
It's Kyoshi Island.
In the first season, right?
Literally, he lands on Kyoshi Island, and he's the Avatar, and that guy starts freaking out. And there's a return to it when like they go back to Kyoshi Island when like Aang's been held trial, and then like Appa lands, and the same guy's like, he starts freaking out, foaming at the mouth. He like drops down to the ground, and then like they all get off Aang, and it's like, oh, the Avatar isn't here, and the guy gets up again, like hides in shame, and like hobbles off. Look, it's so fucking funny.
So, have you watched there's a new TV show called The Dragon Prince?
You were talking about it before, yeah. I've not, but you said it was.
They have fucking references to Avatar in that show, and it's fucking hilarious.
I need to watch this.
So there's the main character is voiced by the guy who does Sokka.
Yeah.
In Avatar.
Yeah.
And there's fucking so many like weird boomerang references, and it's really fucking funny. Show's great, by the way. I'm looking forward to the next season.
Goodbye, Moon Sword. Ugh, dude, Space Sword. That was it. Goodbye, Space Sword. Man, I shouldn't rewatch Avatar again, but I might because it's really funny.
I remember. I think it was yesterday. I saw like a picture of fucking Jet. And he gets like fucking paralyzed, and I was just like, "Fuck you, Jet!
Fuck Jet, dude!
You dick!"
Fucking Jet.
And it's weird that I remembered his name because I've only ever watched every episode once. But like, that's the impression that show made, right?
Enough. Like the program, it's the best animated show in the last like 10 years, and I wouldn't have anyone say anything different. Yeah, it is. It's amazing.
It's
like
fucking amazing.
Netflix released like, an article.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, Avatar: The Last Airbender is a surprise smash hit of the summer, and I'm like, so everyone's like, surprise?
What?
So,
people have been talking about that show since it came out. It's like 10 years later, and it's still just as popular.
Memes.
Yeah.
There are still really good memes. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, it will not die. It's so
I want to go back and watch Korra. I watched like the first season, and then I never finished it.
There we go.
And I hear that it got good again, like later on. I feel like Korra went way more dark than the original Avatar. I mean, the last scene of fucking Korra season 1, where the dude fucking suicide bombs him and his brother in the fucking boat.
Oh man,
that's some shit. I was like, damn.
I need to rewatch Korra because I've just finished watching Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Fucking masterpiece. So I feel like I should rewatch Korra as well, just because I know it's good. It's not as good, but again, Avatar, lightning in a bottle.
Right.
What are we gonna do? Korra's a nice follow up. It's a good little next, chapter. Next
you know what the
story.
greatest disservice done to Korra is?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they never made a pro bending video game.
Dude,
why is there not a
fuck's
pro bending
sake.
sports video game? That would be... Okay, if Final Fantasy X can make a blitzball video game that's just like about stupid idiots kicking around a ball in a fucking sphere of water, you could make a really fucking good pro bending video game.
I
3-on-3, make it online. You each pick a type of bending. You can have like fucking bending skills per character.
I feel like there was a pro bending video game, but I feel like it was like was it not?
No way.
Fuck me. I feel like it was like a trash. What annoys me most about Avatar is that they did have some video games like The Last Airbender, but all of their games was
Were
like
bad.
slapdash bullshit games made in like a couple hours. It seemed like none of them were good.
No.
None of them were good. I think the best one was like the one on the Nintendo Wii, and that statement alone should show you how bad
They made a
were.
Korra video game that was made by Platinum.
How was that?
I mean, it was like a budget title, so it was like okay, but...
All I want is one really good Avatar game.
Yeah, one.
Like,
one. That's it.
Just give me one.
Give me an Avatar fighting game.
Oh, fuck.
Bending is like perfect for like, okay, what's the moveset? It's like, oh, Toph can fucking make like spikes come out of the ground. She can shoot fucking
Rocks
metal
and
bending
shit,
is a
metal
final
bending.
ultimate
Move.
Yeah.
You got it.
Look, it writes itself. It makes itself.
You can have little things where you have like Zula fights Zuko and does lightning
Right.
things. You can have like Zuko's counter being like to fucking bend the lightning
Shoot
back.
the lightning back.
Iroh is OP. You get Iroh in like fat form and strength form. Like
He just has a super move that makes you drink tea.
fucking drink tea.
Yeah.
Avatar can get airbending state. Like you can prefer like DLCs, put Korra characters. Yo, someone do this. Like I beg.
Why is there not?
This is dumb. Like I would buy this game. So I buy consoles. What games are on them? I bought a PlayStation 4 for Nihon 2. I bought the Nintendo Switch for Zelda and a bunch of other things. If a console came out tomorrow that I didn't own, like the Xbox,
PS5.
the fucking Xbox fridge, and was like, we're gonna have
Xbox fridge.
Xbox Mini Cooler 7000, it's the official name of the Xbox. If they come out and they go, alright, we're gonna have, as a releasing title, Avatar, The Last Airbender, fucking, like the Naruto games they have, the fighting ones they have on Naruto, for the Naruto franchises.
Right.
But,
Yeah, the like Ultimate Ninja.
there you go.
Yeah, dude, get the dudes who make Ultimate Ninja to make Avatar.
Just get the guys who made Ultimate Ninja, because they already can do it. We've seen they can do it, and they were pretty good. There's like a competitive scene behind it as well. Make a game for Avatar Last Airbender, and I'll die happy. I'll die so fucking happy. I'll buy the game. I'll buy the console. David, I'll fucking buy the game. I'll buy 2 copies.
So it's weird because I feel like there's been like quite a few Avatar games, but like none of them are good.
No.
There's the one on the Wii. There's one on PS2.
Into the Inferno.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, there's 2 on PS2.
Fucking hell. Come on, PS2.
So it looks like there's 6. Okay, there's 6 fucking Avatar games. 2 of them are from Korra. But here's the problem. One of those games is based off the fucking shitty movie. Why did the shitty movie... Why did the movie, the shit Avatar movie, why did that get a game? You done fucked up.
Didn't everyone try to forget the movie because it was...
Oh, the movie doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
There we go.
The movie should be thrown into a fucking volcano where it deserves to live.
And then shot.
Yes.
Just shooting the volcano.
Drop a nuke in that volcano.
Just like shooting the lava and shit. I really want a game for the Avatar. That would make me very happy.
Maybe that will happen with getting that Netflix release. It's getting traction again, right?
And it's getting... The thing is, like, the new generation... So I have, like, much younger siblings.
Yeah.
And my younger siblings, and some of my younger siblings' kids are watching Avatar now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's on Netflix. So they're just watching it. And I'm like, how's the... what do they think of it? They love it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course they do. How could you not love it? It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we stan Avatar on this fucking podcast.
Yes.
I fucking stan it so hard.
Such a good show.
God dang it.
Yeah, I would rather watch Avatar than like 90% of anime.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
It's not
Speaking
even a
of,
debate.
There's actually you like Hunter x Hunter, don't you?
I've never actually interacted with Hunter x Hunter too much. I started watching Hunter x Hunter when the anime came out. I got like 10 episodes in, and I was just like, nah. Which I hear is not an uncommon thing.
No, it's not.
Because Hunter x Hunter starts real fucking slow.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I remember watching it why did I watch it? My friend told me to watch it. Same thing. I got like 5 episodes in, and I was like, I don't really want to watch a show about friendship.
There's this fucking kid, he's got a fucking fishing rod, and like, who gives a fuck, right?
I was like, I don't really want to watch another show about like friendship and like the importance of like love. I don't know what it's about. So I was
I mean, at the time, Bleach and Naruto and One Piece were all like, they were in that, here's the big 3 upswing, right? So I'm like, fuck it, anything else.
Yeah, pretty much. So I remember like, I watched a bit and I was like, yeah, I don't really care about this. I'm going to like ignore this for the most part. I'm just going to stick to what I'm watching now. And then a couple years later, my boy's like, he's in Hunter x Hunter? And I'm like, yeah, like 5 episodes, it was boring. I didn't care. And he's like, no. He's like, just watch it. Like,
yeah, right.
Go through it. Just enjoy the story for what it is. Give it however much attention you can give it. And then just fucking hold on. And I did. Oh, David, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, David, that shit takes a fucking turn, David. Oh, it takes a turn.
I've seriously debated just reading the manga because I could probably blow through the manga really quick.
Yeah, you can.
And because I know that the author of the manga, I think at like one time, it's a she, I think, right? The author of Hunter x Hunter is she?
No, it's a he. Same guy who made Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yes, sorry. No, I'm thinking of like Rumiko Takahashi or something.
Yeah.
No, okay, wrong person. But yeah, like I know that their release schedule for Hunter x Hunter at one time they had gone to like the hospital or something.
Yep.
So it had like just this big gap of nothing came out. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to catch up to now that it's got back rolling again.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. I kind of wonder. That's why they stopped the anime as well, because they were like, this man is very sick. He needs to rest for a long time. It's pretty good.
Makes sense.
But I was thinking, there's a new anime called like Kami no To, like the Tower of the Gods.
I've been hearing of this.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I started watching it and I was like, do you know what? It's good. It's not bad at all. Like, it's fun. It's a fun little fucking anime romp. It's fun times. It's good stuff. There's like good stuff going on there.
I think for most of the time I can keep on anime if I catch it as it's coming out.
Yeah.
Once I do that, I'll watch that anime from start to finish.
Like
no
weekly?
problem. Yes.
Yeah.
No problem.
It's hard to binge anime at this day and age.
It's hard. I don't know. I find it hard for me to binge anything. Like, I'm surprised I got through stuff like Breaking Bad, where I went from like start to end.
Man, that's hard.
But at that time, I was at university and I was
that's different.
doing fuck all. Right.
Like now, when you're working and doing stuff, and you got like a 9 to 5,
right?
Like, I don't know how people. So for me, like, I do like work, gym, everything else I'm doing on the weekend and such. So to get in like TV shows, sometimes I just don't have the time. So it'll be things like, I'm going to watch this show while I'm cooking. I'm going to watch this episode while I'm
doing
eating.
something else.
I'm going to watch this in the bath. Like, it's stuff like that.
Right.
Which I do love. Love me some fucking TV when I'm in the bath. It's great. But
drop the laptop in the water and you're done.
Drop laptop in the water, get that nice zap, wide awake, start the day. Fucking fantastic.
Buy a new laptop that afternoon.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm using a work laptop, so I don't want to drop that
I don't care.
I don't want to drop that in the fucking water.
Fair enough.
God,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Man, I don't know how we managed from this episode to go from drinking Nihonshu to standing Avatar really hard, but I'm okay.
How did you do, man? Gymnastics. That was what I wanted to ask as well. I wanted to ask you about like your first alcohol experience and shit, but that's cool.
Here's what happened.
Go on.
Avatar is like good Nihonshu. Oh! Bring it right back around.
Fuck yes.
Like I said at the top of the cast, I would rather drink this than 90% of Nihonshu. I'd rather watch Avatar than 90% anime.
Dude, yes. I feel like on that note, there's nothing more to be said. Well done.
Not really.
Fucking well done.
Yeah.
Bro, do you have any mails we should go through?
No, I didn't ask for mail this week, so I don't
too.
have anything. Do you have any questions that you
A lot of
asked?
my statements and comments have just been people saying that they've been binge watching the All Out episodes.
Okay.
So thanks, guys. Keep binge watching all the episodes. So, keep it up. People have been back at work, so.
Yes, so they need something to do. If you, I will say this.
Go on.
If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you happen to find this shit show, we do have YouTube now. I have been constantly updating the YouTube channel. So I have everything from start to finish in chronological order in a playlist on the Tokyo Fresh Podcast is the name of the channel on YouTube. You find it all there. It has a nice audiogram playing through the thing.
It's always nice.
Stick it up full screen somewhere, watch it. It's great.
It's pretty good. It's pretty grand. Fantastic.
One last thing, though.
Go on.
I would like to apologize for some of the audio on last week's episode. Mostly because we had 4 people in the room.
We did.
Some people were
further away from the mics.
They were talking from back here, so that's actually on the thing here. It doesn't look too bad. They're talking maybe about this loud and kind of far away from the mic.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're far away. I apologize for that. I should have said something in the cast.
Sorry, bros.
We were just rolling with it. So
yeah, it was a very smooth cast, if you didn't realize. It was very nice, slip-out conversations. But we're gonna have more guests on from next week onwards. So we'll.
If you have guest suggestions,
if anybody mind,
send them in.
Yeah, definitely.
If you are a person who's living in Tokyo or Yokohama or Kanagawa or wherever,
and you want to be on the podcast,
and you got something interesting, send it to the Instagram.
Yep.
We'll definitely look at it.
Yep. We'll look at it.
And we'll work something out.
See what's going on. Give us if you know industry you want to bring it up. Bring it up. It'll be fun. So, guys, until then, I've been Jordan Green, Alpha in Japan. I'm gonna go and drink a whole ridiculous amount of Nihonshu in my house.
You have to show up next week.
I'm gonna go poison my liver slowly in my bedroom by playing Nihon 2. I'm gonna play every time I die I take a shot.
No, you'll be dead in 5 minutes.
Dead in 5 minutes.
Yeah, just take your chocolate cups and there you go.
Chocolate cups and I'll be good. Hey guys,
right.
see you next
week.
Woo.